Last section of P4P Dev right now. The stream just started. All right, working on the last section of P4P involving the vehicles that I'm offering for the player base here. I do need to provide an a repair Hemet real quick. That would be under there. All right, cool. I can put that puppy down right there. Cool. So, with that, let's get back to this. So I'm just trying to organize them in different sections here. So I've got a basic transport piece, 50 cal minigun, 50 cal MRAP, rocket pod, GMG, medices. That all seems good. And then we actually get up to cannons and whatnot. And yeah, it is today. Why is my music a little louder than it should be? I'm used to it being a little quieter. Let's go ahead and turn that down a bit. All right, cool. And how many hours? It is in 6.5 hours. So I'm designing the last part of the document, which involves providing the player base with vehicles themselves. That's neat. So I've got almost everything down. Then there's one more special benefit I want to give to the players. But if you guys have any additional ideas, feel free to add them, because after this, we're going to be working on more development of super weapons, because it's funny. And then we'll do OFCRA from 3 to 5, and then I'm going to give this file some finishing touches with the AO and the bunker system I've made, and then put in the teleport scripts, and then we'll be good to go. That's 1 a.m. for you? Yeah, this one is a bit of a late one. P4P is 4 hours after we technically start for OFCRA, but OFCRA usually starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, but sometimes they don't start till 3:30, so... Alright, I need to put one of these puppies down. So I'll put him down back there. I was going to have a special with it, but the person that's obsessed with it won't be coming, so it's like, that sucks. I'm debating putting one of these puppies down. I'll put that as an end tier piece. All right. I'm trying to be nice about all this too, but, you know, I'm just making a large tier list here. I need the transport little bird. So we'll do that. There we go. More super weapons for the Blood God, yeah, right? Yeah, my birthday is in, actually, it would be on the Thursday, right? So yeah, it is literally in a week. Ain't that something? Alright, we'll also do a Comanche. Trying to find a good median bird that can also do transport. So I'm half tempted to say we do an MI-24 as well. I'll also do a westernized one. Yeah. Yeah, alright, I know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna look at planes real quick, though. I'll put something in that tier. You, I'm gonna put way back there. I'm also gonna put you back there. Here, actually, I'll make it the cup version. Oh, man. Yeah, where are the L39s? I'm not even close to 40, but that's a what the heck are you guys talking about? Oh, a Harrier too. I'm not sure this is the VTOL version because I don't see the top fin, but that would be pretty funny if it was. No, I'm not giving a full arsenal at the start. That's they have their secondary arsenal. And Wolfie, how you doing? I see, Slushy. Okay. You do you. Ah, man. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna do British vehicles. And they should have an IFV. You know, I'm probably gonna need a second tier list. Let's not, well, no, we'll keep the VTOL in there. We'll move those back a pinch just so I can put that in there. At that point, though, what should I move? We could do the westernized. Nah. That way I can put that back there. I'm just trying to think what else can be... No, I have not, Jack. The Monta's going to be Pog's main. What are the triple RVICs? Ammo, refuel, and repair. They get a free copy, but if they lose them, then silly things happen. I think we'll settle for this. How much to get 2 unarmed respawn Vics? You know, that's a great question. That's something we can fully implement, though. Go ahead, Pickled. But let's go ahead and work on this. So we're going to do... For this is going to be, if you want to follow along in the mission command, by the way, this is going to be under the Help the Player Base section. Before specials, but after spawns for the player base. So we have a Hilux armored. Send in Goat Team 6 now. I'm going to go ahead and put my window over here so I can just tap in and out to that. BGFG Freaking to its M1 resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this little dev scenario. So we have an M2 Hilux on there. We've got an SPG9 Hilux. Honestly, the word armored should be before. So I'm just fixing that in the document right now. And then a transport truck. And I am going to put friendly in case my brain short circuits, but that should be fine. Let's go ahead, go to the $4 category. $4 is going to be... You can't spawn bunnies, though. That has to be done in the Eden editor. You can't spawn them in Zeus. So what do we have as the $4 options here? We have... I actually don't remember how you spell Quillin. 1 second. Oh. Quilin, that's it. Thought there was a U in it. Silly me. Alright, next vehicle. We have the friendly MRAP HMG, and the fact that I fat finger P-keys. And then we have the Hilux with the rocket pod. It's not armored, though. $50-50, they're going to kill themselves with that, which is going to be even more hilarious. Alright, then we have our $6 tier, and this is where things get interesting. Because we have a lot of different tiers here. Real quick, I'm going to put the Bulldog... Well, not the Bulldog, the... No, it is a Bulldog. I'm going to put that back a tier. Actually, all things considered, no, we'll keep it up because those are just 2 tanks. So what, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I'm bumping that up to 15. So that'll be your 10. That'll be your 15. This will be 25. That'll be 35. And those will be 50. Because they're OP as hell. Metro, I have no idea why. Oh, okay, no, because probably I brought up Robo Saddam, but Pog doesn't have a Stargate mod set, so I wouldn't be able to make a Stargate theme pay for pain. I was just saying I was using Robo Saddam as the theme, but I can understand where you made that assumption. Alright, so we have the Transport Little Bird. We have a tow Humvee. The Metasquilin. We have the MAT with the GMG turret. The T-41, which I forget the name on, but it's got rocket pods. And then you got the British Bulldog Walker. And we'll designate that as Friendly Bulldog. Alright, now we got the $10 tier, which that one's pretty easy. Let me read chat for a second. Continuing the Robo Saddam cinematic universe. Exactly. That is exactly what we're doing. I think I do know Pickle, but I also know one of those pictures was a fake. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, go ahead, Jack, if you want to... I have an open door policy, guys. You can DM me anything you want on Discord. As long as it's not illegal and I have to, you know, report you. I don't want to do that. But, yeah. I've had a lot of people send me... Yeah, a lot of it's been smut, too. But I've also had some really fun conversations with people over things. So, you know, say lovey. Anyway, we have... Friendly T55. And we also have... a friendly BMP1. Now we got the $15, which... Yeah, if I can spell things right. So there's 72 back there. There's actually a few things back there. You know what? No, I'm going to bump that to 20. Because there's an additional rule for the campaign where anything they buy, they can keep for themselves for another 2 campaigns. You're gonna write Liru fanfic then? People have already done it and sent it to me. Hell, that started in 2017 or 2018 when someone named, also Reno, but a different Reno to Pogs Reno, wrote a fanfic about me and Sniper Wolf. Not SS, whatever the hell her name is. I mean, my Sniper Wolf. Yes. Exactly, Don. You're gonna write about me in the pickle jar. Ah, oh, brilliant. Because that's exactly what we needed, right? Spawn an H6 little bird. Friendly H6. I'm hoping that people know if they don't know what any of those terms mean, they can just Google them and they'll come up. But we'll see. And I'm not defining them in here because they're defined in earlier pages, so... we'll see how that goes. So, since I bumped that to 20, what do we want that next tier to be? I'm going to do 35. Because, again, there's just future implications. I think that's an MI-24D. Let me check. Yeah. And once again, I spelled friendly wrong because I'm friendly. There we go. We have Aruka. How many? Let me look over. Ruicat. That's it. I'll define that one because I haven't mentioned it. I was gonna have a special with Reno where you only needed to like pay one. One would only cost like $10, and I would spawn it directly on top of him. Why is everyone in chat talking about the pickle jar now? Oh God, some memes never die, do they? And we have the British Warrior IFV. Friendly Warrior. Alright. Then I'm going to do a $50 for the Challenger. I'll be nice. We'll do 45. And then the final ones I'm doing for 75. We have our discount AC 130. And then we have the Apache. You got the Comanche, which I managed to spell wrong twice. And the Google Doc's like, hey, you wanted that capital O to still be in there, right? Since you seem to always fat finger things. I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. All right, that should be our list. The next thing I want to add is a special for teleport. And I want to keep that same price. Which I managed to somehow do that. Base, other. All right, so there's the teleport command down as well. And that document's looking pretty good. All right. So that's everything I want to offer here. I want to move the triple R in this hanger because knowing the player base, they can be very, very silly. I'm going to add a debug copy of the triple R over here for easy spawning. And now we got to talk respawn vehicles. So if I'm going to do respawn vehicles, I'm debating how I'm going to do it. Because what I could end up doing... See, it's funny because the Takistan map is like this, and then Northern Takistan is just all this added stuff, but they made the... Actually, no, this is the same airbase. There's just less open area down there, so it's kind of funny. And then they built up that military base a bit better. I need to draw a box out of walls. There's a green wall I like to use, but it's never called green wall. It's called something else, and it annoys the hell out of me. Fortress walls are too big and grandiose for this. I just need... Where is that green wall? I could literally just put it in a box. Hold up. Hold up. Here it is. There she is. All right. All right, so we're going to do respawn vehicles. I got to make sure these are invincible, and I have to make sure they're top covered. So let's see. Special states. Disable damage and simulation, and then I'm going to need a truck that I can spell right. I'll do 4 total. And let me add this to the list here. Player respawn vehicle. I'll put these at 25. That's more than fair. And then this gives me a secondary option. Of the full arsenal being added to the vehicles, and vehicles come with the default arsenal, but can be upgraded below. All right, that should be good. With that, yeah. So I'm going to build 4 of these, but I also have to arsenal them proper. So in order to do that, 1 second, accidentally clicked the tab. Why have I never made a custom comp for spawn? What do you mean? I have your spawn position as a custom comp. It's just, I only do that for things that I'm going to constantly be recycling for months, if not years. So, I mean, your spawn stuff for Pog, I have that down. But I generally don't do that for kits. Because if the mod updates, it usually breaks the kits and it breaks all the previous mission files. So I just don't utilize it because I did in the past and I kept getting screwed. So I'm like, whatever, screw this. Here, now you have to select that first, then you can select everything else, and then you can check that. Okay, and then we need respawn. And we need to assign that to green 4 because we are green people, so. God damn it. Alright, we got that one, and then that one. And then we just need to sync them. Ah. Undo that. And I need to add a little bit of top cover so they can't just, you know, take a helicopter and evac them out. Then put a marker on the map. I'm going to switch that to a warning icon. Cool. All right, good idea. Good idea, then. So anyway, guys, what do you got for ideas? I've got one fun idea I just have no idea how I'm gonna do it. But you know what? I'll figure it out, because we always have some good headspace here for various little statics. Pre-op option to add one weapon to the arsenal. Here's the thing, though. I don't think we have enough time for pre-op. And, I mean, someone will just add javelins, and that's going to greatly change the game. So I'm just going to keep it under full arsenal. All right, let's see what I can do here. Robo Saddam is the main bad guy, so they're trying to capture him. Good old Robo Saddam. So you got to be careful with adding building textures to vehicles, because if it clips inside the vehicle, then the vehicle explodes. And the issue with those cargo posts and towers is that they have long concrete blocks under them that will clip into the vehicle and explode. I could do something else, though, with that in mind. So give me a moment to build this, and I'll show you what I mean. Killdozer. I'm not sure if we have a bulldozer. Actually, no, we do. I gotta figure out how I can attract that, though. Or attach that, but I might have an idea. All right. All right, we're getting some good ideas here. I have a suicide drone on the menu under specials. I'm just going to revert that to suicide drones. Hey, Falcon, thanks for the raid, buddy. Okay. I mean, it floats. Or better yet, we can literally just mount it to the front. And then AGS. AGS. Some form of anti-air defense. This is one of the classic things I like to build as well. I mean, that's nice and simple. You know what I mean? But here, we'll make it a little more crazy. I'm tripling the turret count. And then we need a driver. Again, we'll get to towers in a second. But I think this will do. I've never had this many custom compositions before, but this is certainly going to be something. I'm debating sandbags, but I also want them to be killable, because you have to remember everything in this campaign, things are capturable. So I want to see if that might actually be captured. Can you attach mines to the wheels? Okay, you want me... Let me say this slowly, Frisco. Why would I attach a proximity-based explosive to something that moves and gets detected by proximity? Think, Frisco, think. Think, Mark, exactly. Why would you attach proximity-based explosives to something that triggers proximity? Let's use a little bit of logic there to determine why that's a bad idea. All right, just let's think about that for a second, okay? Can we do that? Damn. So that means there's a clipping issue with the top. So let's go ahead and have a look and see what was causing that. Let's get rid of those. The AA gun was fine. Let's try this. Let's see if it was the GMGs. Actually, it might have just been the GMGs. I might just have to erase them. Logic, not in this viewer base. Yeah, right? Alright, so that means he's detecting something in front of him and he's trying to back up. So let me delete the top gun. Okay. So the top gun was confusing his AI. So if we want to make that work, we need to adjust the weaponry. So these we need to raise slightly and potentially even pull back. This, I'm going to pull back and say it's front. The most powerful wedge ever is connecting it. Let's try that. All right, the most powerful bolts is locking that puppy in place. It's magnets, hell yeah. Oh, hi, Dova, how you doing? I always see you in Dante's chat. Ah, poor Dante, man. Though we had a really funny stream a few nights ago. That was great. No regrets. You get more Liru lore out of it. Alright. Now let's see if he'll go forward. Nope, he's still clipping. Try deleting those guns. Nope, it's still the top. Oh, he's doing it again. Wait a minute, give him a second. Because he might have to process his AI. Yep, okay. So if that's the case, let me try without the, let me try just with the AGSs and see if it's only the AGSs causing the issue. Nope, so anything on that top part makes him clip back. So if we wanted to add weaponry... Wait. I stand corrected. So we just can't use a D30 battery, but we can use SPG-9s. Alright. It's entirely doable. I know it turns slow as heck. So if anything, let's rotate these by 45 degrees so it has better coverage. Half tempted to put a 23, but we have the 3 front chords, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Where are our SPG-9s? For some reason, the faction doesn't have them. That's neat. They have them for the militia, but not for... Here, actually, I have to layer them a bit like this, so the gun can't turn left and hit it. So here, because I am a sucker for symmetry, that goes along his left side. And then we just have to add 2. And we'll see if this causes a clipping issue as well. Now, you're probably wondering, won't this person die when he shoots because all the gas will come out? And the answer is, don't worry about it. That is the #1 answer, guys. Don't worry about it. Wait, but why didn't it give an override? Should have given an override box. Yeah, so it's like, why? I thought I selected you, but whatever. All right, let's see if this explodes. 50-50. Yeah, no wait, that's really funny, though. Ace models backblast and overpressure, but on static AT, it doesn't model the backblast. It's like, it'll be fine. All right, let's give her a try. Lethality, if I had a say, if I had a choice, I would not have ads play when you jumped into this channel. The only time I would play ads is between F and F rounds to give me a few minutes to set all the commands. I would otherwise disable the ads because the ads literally make you jack shit. You know what I mean? So I would just get rid of them because it's not worth it. It's nice if you are a super big streamer and you can make an extra $1,000 on the thousands of people that watch you, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's only $1,000. It's a very pathetic ad rate. YouTube's is like twice as good. It's annoying. But nope, you don't get a say in that as a streamer. Oh, I forgot. It rotates everyone forward, and I can't fix that. It's okay. They'll just clip into each other. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? Now, is he adjusting to drive forward like that previous time, or is he gonna think he's stuck? Okay. There you go. Well, that's the thing about artillery, is, oh my god, it's gonna now infinitely try to turn on this position. That's funny as hell. How fast can this actually go? I'm just gonna do a wide left turn. Yeah, it's not blowing up. How are AI in mortars? It greatly varies. What did I hit? What? What did I just hit? What just happened? I hit the tank and just exploded. That is the most cartoony death I've ever seen, because I get out of RC and all of a sudden I'm upside down. Oh my god. I think it's not worth it because I can only have front-facing weapons with it. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. It's just not worth it. JBet, I think, also has the forklifts and the construction crane. But this is the disappearing forklift. If you go far enough, it's a camo forklift. All right. Yeah, just I hear the cluck and then I don't get it, man. I guess I hit the little red button when I un-RC'd the vehicle. Crazy how that works. Ah, it's a post. Do I have a Saddam post? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't see any Saddam posters. That's okay. All right, so with this, This might work, this might not work, because usually drones will go infinitely upward, so I'm just going to do a test right now to see if this is even viable. And technically, we won't have to disable the sim because it's not going to be any vehicles, it's just going to be pure static. So, with that, let me just hit the play button and see if it'll actually go forward. Because if it's just going to go infinitely up in the air, then there's no point in utilizing it, because then I have to micro it. Right. I forgot about that step. We might have made it a little too thick. And I just made the exact same mistake again. Wow, I'm very good at this game. All right, let's do the right way here. Boom. There you go. Now drive. No, she's not making any attempt to go forward. And the reason for that is she's trying to clear that, but is unable to clear it because of what it is. So what we could do instead is we could make it a mobile deployable battle platform. What do I mean by that? We put the drone a little... make this a little taller. Put the drone roughly right here, and we can see if it then flies. And again, it might still fly infinitely upward, but yeah, she's still going. Because sometimes with certain textures, there is a sweet spot to it. But I think that one's also going to be doing it infinitely, and that's why I like to avoid those levels of textures. Now, what we could do instead... Roof is going to give you the same issue because it's still trying to avoid the texture. Here, I'll prove it. You have to basically have the drone be outside of this hitbox. What I'm going to try doing next... Why am I even doing that? Oh, I was about to make a mistake. Ah, lovely. What we can try doing instead is putting it outside of the hitbox. And seeing if it'll fly, but as you can see, it's still trying to avoid the drone. So, or the drone's still trying to avoid the attached item. So... even then, still doesn't work. So what if we do it at the height, we do it forward? Because what if it's trying to detect to go around the object? So what if we did something like this? So don't get me wrong, I'm trying to make a mobile battle tower for you. I'm just trying to figure out the hitbox here. That time he did a little bit of a turn, which is a good indication. But no, he's still clipping to avoid it. So what's the maximum farthest length? The drone needs to be. And that's, the clipping thing is just something you have to deal with in ARM, and there's no way for you to really adjust that. You either have to use a different drone model or a different texture, but we're limited on both of those. So at that point, what you would have to do is kind of do something like this. But even then, it's too far for it to really be viable, because if it does go forward, it's gonna then go nuts with it. But even then, even that's throwing it off. You know what I mean? As soon as you just lead it, then it goes forward. Plane drones generally don't... How do I say this? They follow the same logic. Oh, they will just constantly go forward to try to avoid the texture, but we can give that a try as well. It might still work. Which in this case, it looks like it's actually working. So that could be viable. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Here's my question, though. Well, my gear is effed, but I don't think this thing's meant to land anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We house the drone. Oh, and then we need some turrets. Really tempted. Really, really tempted. And doesn't matter if they clip with this texture as long as they don't clip with the drive module texture. Again, it's front-facing, but this is actually a benefit to using a plane drone because it'll always go front-facing on the enemy. So having all your weapon systems lined up like this is completely fine. The one issue we're going to have with this is it needs to have both sim and damage disabled. Now wake up dynamic, enable simulation, general saved. Let's try that as our type 11. Then we have to retest flying. Yes, Sparky, you see, chat knows no bounds. Okay? Chat really knows no bounds. That's what to say, like, why is it floating? Oh my god. Give me, I just realized I'm exposed. I need to get to cover before I get shot.
Standing by. Ready. Ready for orders.
Okay.
Ready. Ready. Awaiting orders.
Here's the issue I'm having. Notice how she's slowly going more and more in the air? That's showing you that she's still avoiding the texture. So she's not going to be staying low to the ground because she's still trying to fly up, and that's something I was worried about. A simple RC would fix that, but I'd have to be very limited in what I do. Because I'd still have to kind of, you know, bring it down to the ground here. Oh my god, I'm stalling. Dive bomb! Someone just got flung from it. So I'm not 100% sure that would be viable because I'm not able to let it go forward. You know what I mean? Because it's going to constantly circle, but it's going to keep gaining altitude. You can't assign a fixed altitude because it's going to constantly be trying to avoid getting hit by something. So it's not gonna, when you set the drone to go to a certain altitude through a drone terminal, that still gets overridden by its self-preservation of not wanting to hit something, so it's gonna keep going into the air. Which means it is gonna constantly gain altitude despite what altitude you set it as. I did experimentation with it in the past. All right, we need another idea. We can't do towers, and that bulldog just doesn't want to be, just doesn't want to work. Aper's mine dispenser drone. We've done it in the past, but the only time we were successful is when we manually controlled and fired the drone dispenser, or the mine dispenser, because I'm not sure AI will fly it. I think you'll have the same issue. What about a Hainer? Oh, that reminds me of, Maybe. Again, I think it's going to have the same issue. We can run an experiment on it real quick. But I'm like... ...90% certain that it's going to have the same issue, but we can try it. Could be wrong. We can try it. Exactly, Sparky. There's ways around it with certain hitboxes and certain objects that I've tested in the past, so I know, you know, what to utilize, and the ones that already exist on P4P are in there to showcase it, but that's only because I've been doing this for a few years, so I know which ones are going to actually behave. Let's see. Because you could put stuff on the Hainers there, But is it a matter of will it actually go forward? And should be going forward by now. I have an idea. I have an idea. We're doing it, Ron. We're doing it, Ron. This is how I got around this issue with a few things. We are totally doing it, Ron. Guys, it's not about whether or not it actually flies. It can fly. It can totally fly. But it's the illusion of flight, which is what sells it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What is quote-unquote flying, chat? What is it? Riddle me what the definition is of this. Arma 3 starting to look ancient? Unpopular opinion. If you're someone that only cares about the graphics of something, then you're going to be sorely disappointed based off of what games have come out over the past 5, honestly, even up to 10 years. Now, I agree with you, Infusion looks great, but I would rather have the game look a little less polished and have more playability and features than any other thing we might have. Alright. That's just my opinion, of course. Why was the damage still disabled on some of you? That's just my opinion. So, chat. What is flying? Is it because it can go up and down in the air? Or is it simply able to go forward in the air? Well, Frisco, on that note, think of it this way. Has anyone made any competition for something like Gary's mod? I know Minecraft certainly had its copycats, but when you talk about sandbox games, it's really hard to find that, you know?
Ready. Waiting. Gotta be up. Standing by. Ready.
So I'm curious, are they gonna knock the drone? You see, what is flying but an illusion? Exactly, Frisco. Killer, I don't think I did, because wait. A while ago, yes, but I haven't reviewed it in the context of this pay for pain, so if you want to resend it to me, feel free, and I'll take a look at it. Well, there appears to be a high level of casualties here, and the groups of AI that survived are, hiding. Well, I do have a flying boat. Flying is just floating driving, exactly. Oh my god. Well, Frisco, if you make something for that, I'll take a look at it, buddy. Oh, I think Discord's down because it's having a frickin' aneurysm. That's lovely. Thank you, Discord. Really cool. Have you noticed that over the past, I want to say, 2 years, the amount of attacks on infrastructure websites and whatnot have increased quite a bit? Okay, you really didn't have to do that with the SPG-9s. That man was just living his life.
Front 2. Fire at the static MG. Southwest.
Surprised these dudes aren't shooting at it.
GL. 200 meters. Right away.
See, those turrets have 360 coverage. I think you guys dropped something. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you dropped something there, Chief. It wasn't cook-off. I think it was because while they were turning, one of them shot into a teammate, and that happened.
All 4 players. 2 M8 MRAP, 1 Hilux car with a rocket pod.
I'll make sure that's provided. But yeah, I think we got around our issue there. So I'm assuming you also all want to see a giant battle tower, right? Oh boy. All right. Well, we can register that as a success. Give me a moment. Alrighty, so that order was 2 MATVs. So let's go ahead and grab the HMG ATVs here. I think I can... Okay, no, we do have a desert texture. So we got those 2, and then we have the Hilux. Let me know if I'm missing anything, but I'm pretty sure that was the order, Cage. Let me try Discord again so I can see Killer Robot's idea, because I would love to incorporate his stuff. There we go. At least I think Discord's up. All right, cool. There we go. Let me go ahead and look at Killer Robot. And Robot, if you're still here, I'm sorry if I missed it, buddy. I have so much stuff to do, so if I'm not constantly reminded... Killer, I already got one. The Type 9. If you're still here, buddy, Type 9 is definitely... I made it because you told... Yeah. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. And it's fully capable of flight, too. Let me spawn it. So, this one, for whatever reason, the drone will fly forward and stay at altitude. These are all specifically placed so they don't clip on each other. When the drone goes forward, it tips all the guns so they overlap on each other. So you got an autocannon, you got 3 tanks, and then you have AA defense. And this thing will shred people. It was great. Yes, Falcon knows this abomination well. I think this is the 3rd pay for paint I've done something like that. So we do have it. We do have it. And it's tanky, which is great. All right, you want that tower. See, the really funny thing is Falcon loves Eddie, but Eddie's gunning for him today, unfortunately. You're trying to fly a jet today? Well, I mean, the options are down. We've just started taking orders here. Cage, all good? All right, we're good, we're good. Just want to make sure I got that confirmed. Got to use the D30AT variant. We'll put that right up there as a 360 cannon.
Let's give him a warm welcome shot.
Let's do an AGS. Actually, no, we'll do a Metis. Because I'm evil. And then you got these lower towers, too. How many guns can we put on this puppy? This is just some orc abomination, to be honest. I mean, heck, why settle for one? Because again, there's no clipping issue with the actual texture itself. How high is that gun? It is about the same height, so I don't want to put anything behind it. But all right, that is what? 2, 4, 6 chord statics, a Metis, and 2 D30s. And then we have to make it fly. The thing is, when we attach, everything gets forced forward, so I can't have guns coming around the outside. But then again, that doesn't matter because these turrets are full 360. I just have to place them this way on orchestrating. Orchestrating. So as long as they then line up with the open doors, it should be fine, right? Oh my god, it's gonna have full 360 coverage. That is truly an abomination. Oh, I didn't save the new thing as a thingamajig, so let me go ahead and do that. Would the clipping kill them? No, because they're not clipping. Clipping physics only matters when you're clipping to the one item that's actually doing the movement. If you're clipping things together, the only risk you then worry about if you're not clipping to the thing that's doing the moving is things clipping to each other and shooting them. So if there's a certain angle, which is why I'm not putting 50 cal turrets back here, because those 50s would shoot and destroy the D30 gun. So we either have 1 or 2 more machine guns here or a second D30. I'm opting for a second D30. Now, one more thing we need to put down here as well to give it total fire superiority is the anti-falcon device. Now, the anti-Falcon device is something I first pioneered back in 2019 when I first met some player named Falcon. He's a great guy, but he can be really infuriating when it comes to him getting a plane and blowing my stuff up. So, I'm going to put 2 anti-Falcon devices back here. Yeah, I know. He can deal with iglopods. Here, you're right. You're right. Falcon, you're absolutely right. Guys, we already have a D30. We need something with a little more, je ne sais quoi. No. Yes. Yes. That's not arty. Oh, Falcon. You know what? You can believe whatever you want, buddy. People that have been here and seen the previous streams, they know what that does. They definitely know what that does. But it's okay. I believe in you, buddy. Wait, no, were they sim disabled? I don't think so. It's okay, Falcon. I believe in you. You think it needs 2 more of those? The issue when you have those is they're very... Anything with an autocannon, when you put it all at the same level or above each other, is very prone to killing itself. The only way I found around those specific turrets is with the Type 8, where you literally stack them on top of each other because they can't look all the way up. So that, if you want that, get a Type 8 Devour. If you don't know what a Type 8 is, do the mission command. Document should be on there. And trust me, the Type 8 is literally a Type 6, but better. And I also love the fact that I get to write little lore paragraphs for all of these. Ah, that's the real fun I've been having with this pay for paint compared to previous ones, is writing the lore. Also, before I die, I'm going to go ahead and teleport in here. You can... reserves are live, so if you want to pre-order something, feel free. Because someone already pre-ordered some stuff for the players. Now, we just do the simple question of, will anything kill itself? Why is show model magically unchecked? What the hell? Did I just hit the wrong checkbox like a frickin'... Yes, I did. God, I'm a genius. All right. Oh my god, it's a monster. So we've already seen that work. Let's,
Waiting. Ready for orders. Waiting. Awaiting orders.
let's just see how good that 360 coverage actually is. Some get out, get back in. Really? The drone just got disabled. That's hilarious. D30 got annihilated. See, they're all separate on the AI front. I'm gonna see if combining them will do anything, but I doubt it. Because usually that makes them all target the same thing. So I'm trying to figure out why they're not engaging. Because we only hear one of those guns going off compared to the other tower where multiple guns went off. Second one's going off. All the ones inside the tower, though, aren't shooting. It's not that they can, it's just that they won't. Nah, I'm not gonna offer that, because it's not doing what it should be. You know what I mean? It should be doing a lot more effectively. And it's not. So that one's a little unfortunate. Little disappointed there, but hey, it happens. That's why we do these tests. So we have the Type 11 down. The tower works well, but the post works well, but the tower, not so much. What time is it? It's about 1:43. I do need to break for lunch in a little bit. I need to add the Type 11. Any last second ideas, guys? I'm not adding the Xeon, and if I do, it's going to be worth $100. Stacked small towers? I don't think that's going to work because the hitbox is going to deny the roof of the top tower, of the bottom tower, and you're going to run into the same issue you just saw with the the 12 thing. So I don't think adding multiple cargo posts is going to solve that issue because you're just going to create a hitbox clipping issue with it. Because, I mean, if we look, and we actually look at the hitbox of the tower here, that's going to get... Here. That's also going to put positions down for them to hit, and if that fires into that, it's going to kill everyone up there. So it's not really going to be doable for that in itself. A death train we already have with, I believe, the Type 5. It's simple, efficient, works well. Chad with a pistol, but it's Jesus. I don't think we can do that one. There's no flamethrowers in the weapon mod. See, because again, another thing is we have not offered double-digit custom compositions in a while. If at all. I think we usually don't go past like 5 or 6. So I think we're good on all fronts, to be perfectly honest. Just debating. I think we just run pre-orders in OFCRA, or you can slide in my DMs about it, and we can work from there. And there's not really a good way to make a flying Eddie either, because you'd have to make a flight system for Eddie, but even then, Eddie has a very short-range attack of only up to 15 meters, and no drones are going to fly within 15 minutes of the player base, and if they do, they're going to get shot down very easily. So from a practicality standpoint, that's not really worth paying for. You know what I mean? A goat mortar? I want to experiment with players in the future because there is something I recently learned about that's now working again because it used to be broken, involving spawning custom groups and custom comp. And I need to test if their armor works. If you want elite soldiers, spawn the Yashers. The elite team, because that thing will shred infantry, but it doesn't have any, it needs to be paired with AT defense and AA defense. I was thinking about some kind of war machine for Obo Saddam, but I ran out of time. Saddam, unfortunately, in his benevolence, he can't work on everything at once. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this dev stream. I'm going to break for lunch. We'll be back in about an hour, possibly an hour and a half for OFCRA. Actually, no, probably an hour and a half, knowing everything. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I'll go hydrate in a second. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one, and I'll hopefully see you soon.